Hello everybody, welcome back to Wemblesden Park. Today is the 15th of November 2019, and hopefully 8 weeks from now we should be down at Stevenage setting up the layout. Anyway, I just thought I'd give you a quick video update just to show you where I'm up to now. At the moment I'm working on the branch line, so I'll give you a quick tour of what I'm up to. Okay, I think we better start at this end of the layout. This is the new bridge which crosses the North Circular Road. The beams for this bridge were recycled from the concrete flyover that was on my old AC lines layout. So we just move the camera around. Still got cars and things to put on this yet, and there's still a gaping hole here that I've got to fill in. But at the back, this road here comes down from where the comprehensive school is at the top and swings down this way, and then over here this is where the T-junction will be, and then the estate road will then come down here down to the station forecourt. And then what I've done is I've got a little slip road which is down here. This little slip road here, it's just a one-way street that just leads out onto the North Circular itself. One idea I did think of having was having it for emergency vehicles, but I couldn't find the space to fit a fire station. Anyway, there's the oh, I've lost my train of thought. On here is going the substation, which I've got to repair, and then there's some work needs doing to the flats. Right, moving down here, I've got the cardboards in now for the retaining walls. Today I've just made the signals, and I'll show you how everything works. The signal box is now wired up, so all the interior lights up. See if I can get inside the box. It's not going to focus. Okay. Lighting's not the best in here today. Moving further round, this is my new underground station. It's a typical London Transport style entranceway, right down to the tiles on the floor. Thanks to my mate Gary for sending me the PDF for the tiles. Over here we've got the footbridge leading down onto the platforms. You'll notice now that there's a third line being added, which is this line. These two lines will be for effectively the DC line, so they will have an underground train on, but they will also have some British Rail stock on. This line at the back is purely a link line, and in theory this line will link between these lines and the main lines, but in reality they don't actually, because it's just an independent branch, but it will give the illusion that that's what happens. And the idea is that it's going to be run with a DMU on a shuttle service. So if we just move around, here's my fire damaged 81. Looks a bit odd because you're missing the baseboard in front at the moment with the other loco on it. If we just move this way around, there's the other entrance to the station with a blossom tree. This building here is the station building for the upper level platforms, and the observant among you will see that these are actually Hornby Station building, which I found a damaged Hornby Station building in the garage. So I managed to chop it up and salvage the front and back. So that's what that is. I will duck under and get the other side in a moment. On the top I've got another damaged Hornby waiting room which has had a new roof and end walls. This building here will be the parcels lift, and there'll be an extension to the canopy. As you can see, this is the new section of baseboard now. So I'll just move round. Over at this end, this is the second signal that I've just made today. Got the retaining walls in now, just need to plant the greenery. Up here I've got all the walls in up this point now for this bridge. These are all nice and solid. Got some new footpaths down, they've got to be painted and scribed and marked up. If I move around the back, need to do some work on these houses, as some of them got damaged when they got moved off the old frames. It's not much work really, it's just a case of tidying up the gardens and that. If I come around the back of here, you notice there's a DMU sitting on a piece of track balanced on some books. This is where the DMU is going to sit on the layout. There'll be a board which plugs into the end of the baseboards, and this will sit underneath the shopping centre. If I just point out why I'm here, I don't know if you can make out, but there's a little diode soldered across the rails here, and there's a break in the track, and basically this is controlled with DC. So if you put a break in the track and solder a diode, what happens is the train will come over here. Once it goes past this break in the track, it'll stop because the diode blocks the power. But then what happens is when you reverse it, the train will then pull forward. So there's a break like this at the other end, and this is how the shuttle works. I'll go into that more in a minute. This is the view from the other side. You can see I've still got some work to tidy up these terraced houses. All of this needs repairing. There's a section of retaining wall here to finish off, and I've also got to make up the tunnel mouth for the underground lines. If I swing the camera back round, still got to lay some track and put the tiles on the roof. But if I bring the camera down, this is the entrance to the North London line platforms. So over here we've got the parcels office. These bars on the windows are actually dressmakers pins that were pushed through the Formex shell into here before it was glued down. The windows themselves were left over from a clasp kit, a scale scenes clasp kit. It was just some bits that were in the scrap box, and I've done the same with the main entrance. I thought we'd do something different, so I've got a bit of an arch entranceway there and a few poster boards. So that's that bit. The pavements are 1mm, actually no, it's a 2mm card, which is painted and then it was scribed with a knife to get the 3D effect. If I just move around here, got the entrance to the underground station. Got all the lights on, and if I can get the camera right, I might be able to zoom in. Just about. Is it going to focus? No. But you just about get the impression of the ticket barriers and that inside the station. And moving up, we've got the estate road, and then you can see as it goes up it splits off, and then that top road there will swing round to the right, which will go up to the school. Moving down to the underside of the baseboard, I've got 3 sets of relays here. I don't know if you can make out the writing. No, you can't. Basically these relays are part of the control system for the shuttle branch line. Starting at this end, this particular relay here is a double pole changeover relay, and what that does is it reverses the polarity to the track, so that actually reverses the train. Strapped in parallel is the second relay, and what this does is it takes the reed switches at each end and it routes them to either one of these signal circuits. Over here there's 2 identical setups. This one is for the signal at this end, this one is for the signal at the other end. And basically what happens is this relay latches on, which puts the light to green. Actually it doesn't, it puts the light to yellow, and then this one is the reset, and these are operated by the trains going up and down, and the whole thing is wired for bi-directional operation. At the moment I've got the reverse and switch wired up to this standard switch here, which is just switching the relays on and off. I've actually ordered a timer module from eBay for £3.50, so we're just waiting for that to come in the post. And basically what this unit will do, it will control the trains up and down. So you just set the time for like 2 minutes at each end, or 3 minutes, or whatever, and every sort of 2 or 3 minutes it will change the state of the relays, which will effectively drive the trains up and down. So just for testing purposes, if I energise this relay, the train will pull out, go up the incline. You'll see the yellow signal. The train goes up under the bridge. Signal's gone to red. The train's now held in the storage yard at the end because of the diode in the rails. And then what you do is you reverse the track power. So if I just flick the switch, the train should come back out. And because it's got a camera pointed at it, it's got stuck. So let's just excuse the hand from the sky. Let's give it a push. There we go. So as you watch it go down, you'll also observe how the signal at the other end is yellow, and that's now going back to red. So that's how that one operates. And like I say, the idea is that this will be, eventually it will be operated with the timer relays when they turn up. The idea being that this would just form a nice backdrop to the layout. I think that just needs its wheels cleaning. Speed it up a bit, there we go. Bang, it's just hit the block of wood at the end. So that's it, that's where we're up to at the moment. So I better crack on, I better get this out of the kitchen before my missus comes home. So if you like this video, please click like. Please share this video, please subscribe to this channel. I'm hoping to get the subs up to 100 in time for Stevenage, so that we get our unique address for the channel. And please post any comments in the box below. So for now, cheerio.